Scott Reynolds, thousands watched in disbelief as Louisville firefighters rescued that semi-truck driver just dangling over the edge of the 2nd Street Bridge.
Today, the company that driver worked for dropped off a big donation for the fire department. WDRB's Molly Jett tells us how Sysco is saying thank you. Molly?
We are currently at the Louisville Fire Training Academy, and this is exactly where men and women train for the worst case scenarios like on the 2nd Street Bridge. But earlier today, the CEO of Sysco shared his dedication and his gratitude for those teammates as they continued to go through that entire shift. They also said those donations are partly appreciated into a generous small token of gratitude for that entire department. Food, family, and firefighters.
And I can't think of a more incredible moment than the opportunity to share food together.
Sysco's CEO gifts Louisville fire stations with more than 15,000 pounds of food.
And it's just one small, tiny contribution towards that great cause.
Gift cards and $20,000.
It's awesome that they're taking care of us like that. And
on March 1st, firefighters rescued the driver of a semi-truck dangling over the Ohio River.
What that showed the world is what special training, what special people it takes to be a firefighter.
The mayor says their training and teamwork landed them back on solid ground.
The men and women that were on the ropes, the ones that were on the trucks, the ones that were in the boats, so many different parts have to come together to make that successful, and it's that teamwork. And that's why we are so appreciative, too, of Sysco.
Fire Chief Brian O'Neill says food is the perfect gift because it'll continue to fuel their life-saving work.
A firehouse is called a firehouse because we live there for 1/3 of our lives. And something that we do as a family every day is we cook meals together. We take care of each other. We feed each other.
Recently, the department asked the city for more funding to upgrade old equipment and aging stations. Louisville Fire responds to about 50,000 situations a year.
yeah, I was the guy that went over the rope, but without all the guys behind me and all the training that we've put in over time, it doesn't happen.
A heartfelt gesture.
So we thank them so much for this incredibly generous donation.
To say thank you to some of Louisville's bravest.
And I can't even begin to understand what this team behind us went through that day.
Cardin says the driver of that semi-truck is doing well. She is recovering with her friends and family, and she's eagerly waiting to get back on the road.
That is some good news to hear tonight. Thank you, Molly.